Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check, mic check.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New England Patriots and the Dallas Cowboys. There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. From way up at the 23. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Play one, and Prescott to the air. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap field partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing Jones. Quick throw, but incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Jones. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On 4th down, Jones. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they could do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
following the interception. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing?
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Oh, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or 2 today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or 2? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
Full connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
That shit is shot right there. 84.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Come on, he's quitting. He don't want to play. She don't want to play.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
That was fire. He said it's like I'm asking easy questions. You're gonna get this right. Took the tight end 84 yards and they don't want to play. 84 yards. That would do it to somebody. 2 interceptions, back-to-back plays.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Let's go, let's go.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New England Patriots and the Philadelphia Eagles. There's Nick Folk ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Got it. Ready? Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Another run with Sanders. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Viking 18.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Up the middle they go with Sanders. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Mack Wilson in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Throwing is Hurts. And Pascal's got it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? A carry here for the big tight end. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Grant Calcaterra, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
18 Cardinal.
They'll turn to Sanders, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Well, they had that great, long, methodical drive to put it in the end zone. Then they try to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday?
Yeah. Well, you usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best one. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it. That felt like that was scripted. If we score in the opening drive, we're going to go for 2 and try and really gain an advantage.
Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
And put a bow on it. Next-gen stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air. Nick Folk for the point after. It's up and good, so they go the conservative route instead, and it gets them a 7-6 lead here in the opening quarter.
He said H to his brother, but it's time I made a chill for this.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. From the 10. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kept it on the ground.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go again with Sanders. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Second and short now following the fumble.
19. 65.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. England territory. The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll run with Sanders. And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
Hey!
Going with their tight end on 4th. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. The Pats at the line ready to go. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
It's crazy.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot. This time, they were ready for it.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones sliding out of the pocket. He'll get this into the hands of Stevenson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back to throw. Jones. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow
Incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
On second and goal, Jones to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Take the play.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Folks' kick is good, and they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field. And this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, the running crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused. And here, he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot in the end zone. But you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a little under trying for Sanders, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Pats are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Looking to throw. Jones. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone? Plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball.
And it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Another run here with Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Open man is Goddard, the tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Ready, set.
They hand off to their big tight end, and he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run, and Sanders knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 19 Lions.
On 2nd and 7, Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Running right, here's Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Dragon 60.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hurts. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Here's Hurts to throw. Being chased out left. And this incomplete. Oh, my. He might have been celebrating in the end zone if he'd held on. Nearly picked, but instead, it'll bring up 4th down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this 2nd half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now Jones on 3rd down. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Well, nursing such a small lead, you thought he'd take better care of the football after his last drive. Now for the 2nd straight possession, he's put all the pressure right back on his defense. They need to take a stand and hold that lead.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Sanders. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Hurts sets up to throw it. It's caught by Sanders. Now he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. The kick by Elliott is good, and they take the lead here by 2, 12-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to have a Patriots 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down for touchdown, Patriots. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Extra point up and good by Folk, and the lead is up to 5. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. From the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
This guy need an interception. I'm tired. This guy is really trying to play some fucking game. I ain't losing this shit.
Okay, break.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
2nd down, back to Sanders. Room here to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
112 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Cougar 19. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Viking 18.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll keep it on the ground. Sanders. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Sanders. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Check, check.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
On the jump.
And the last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Alert! Alert!
Up the middle they go. Sanders. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Let's go.
Let's go. Roll, roll, roll.
Got him. Wow.
Gets hurt. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. The Pats at the line ready to go. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
And another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Tyquan Thornton.
2 catches, 2
that's
touchdowns here so far.
And the Pats use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
From the 10. And able to get this out to the 25.
Come on.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown. A.J. Brown, 75 yards. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Here we go.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Hurts will throw.
It's complete. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And this is secured by the Patriots. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And they take a knee. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Harris running straight ahead. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. In motion right is Aguilar. Jones looking around. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. But like all great games, it came down to the final snap, Charles. They had to heave it and hope, but the Hail Mary ultimately intercepted, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, and you never want to be in a situation where your entire game comes down to throwing a jump ball as far as you can. But in that situation, you want to loft it up and hope one of your guys can win in the air. This time, though, it was the defender who got up there, and that was the end of the ball game. Close one throughout. One team just had a little bit more at the end than the other.
We'll be back live.